Okay, let's try this now. But a milkshake, holy crap. What kind of milkshake did you get? And hello everybody. Hope everybody's having a good Friday. Wait, it is Friday, right? And let's try. Oh, Reese. Oh. Okay. So here's going to be a thing. Hope y'all prepared. Be sitting down and all that stuff. Because this might be a horror to y'all. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Hey. Yes, hi. It's me. I figure I'd go ahead and give this thing a try. You never know. But, welcome. Kami, thank you. Thank you for 1, the follow, so welcome to the Chaos Brigade. And 2, thank you for the subscription of Tier 1. Yeah, mad lad. Welcome to the Chaos Elite. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you. Now, I don't have camera set up for when I'm doing Gunpla, so you'll have Pizza Dog for that. Unless you want to see the side of my head. I definitely appreciate that, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Let me make some adjustments. But yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and show my ugly mug and the Gunpla behind me. And thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Chaos Brigade there, Twig Sprout. Where do I have everything at? So many screens. So, hope everybody's doing well. You got some things to do since they're in chat. 1. Definitely, if you're not following Ollie in, member of the family going on here. There we go. Definitely should check them out. Fantastic person. Yes. And since I know Kaze's in here. Oh yeah. My favorite half vampire too. Fantastic space. And since Kaze's here and back into streaming, took a little break like we all need to do sometimes. Fantastic person as well. Yeah, we don't need chaos yet. Right? Right. And also, new friend, new fam, Kami. Been playing a lot of nice gotcha games and whatnot, but let's see if Sidekick works. Sidekick does not want to work still. Alright. Yes, do the things. No, I appreciate you, Cindy. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for the game earlier, too. You're a fantastic being. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hide that since Sidekick does not want to work currently. But Kami's a new friend. Definitely worth the support. A little bit chaotic. so it fits right in with the rest of us. And been doing some gacha games. Some Black Clover came out, so we've been hitting that hard. And doing a little bit of Gunpla as well, showing that off. I've done some fantastic with the Gunpla. Uh-oh, what? Talking about, hopefully you're talking about pet cam. Yes. The black and tan there, that is Olive. And Wilson is the one in the bed behind. But how are audio balances doing? Yeah, I was about to say. Let me get that adjusted. Yeah, thank you, Twig. I was trying to hear a little bit of the feedback, and yeah. But I figured today, since I got a lot of things going on, we'll work on some Gunpla. Got a nice kit that I've been waiting to work on, but also I have this to do since I had an offline anonymous donation, and they had redeemed the scratch. So let's go ahead and hit this button over here and hide that because Sidekick is still screwing up, so I'll have to work on that again. It's not a real stream without some scuff, right? Okay, so this one is not going to work out too well. Not for this stream. Play a game blindfolded for 5 minutes. Sure thing, sure thing. Appreciate the lurk, thank you very much. Oh, that could be interesting. That could be very interesting. Let me get my tools all set up. We are building this one. The Gundam 00 Command Quanta. And I think the command's working. Did I update it? Yeah, I did update it. But also, since this is still May, at least for a few more days, we are running charity for St. Jude's. And I would appreciate, granted I know there's been some resubs and whatnot, that any money that you might consider given to me either through bits or subscriptions or whatnot, to please use that particular link and instead give it to St. Jude. So that way we can work on kicking cancer in the nads. But here we are. One of the best part separators I've ever had. Thank you, Alian. It has saved me many times, especially building Barbatos. I know, I keep looking at that and I'm like, because that goal, because the next milestone there, because that's actually a stretch goal, is Fantasian my main in Final Fantasy 14 for 2 months, where y'all get to pick what Hari is. Okay. You Fantasia'd again? Okay, so thank you very much. We have met our first stretch goal. And another scratch off from Doc. I'm glad the alerts are working now. Okay, so next time I play, I gotta play blindfolded. And let's see what this is. 5 minutes. Oh, good gods. Well, I definitely appreciate giving money to St. Jude. I have no idea how to implement this, because this is nothing I am... It's a 5-minute dance party. Okay, let me see if I can get some... Yes. Alright, so let me get pretzel up. What kind of music do we want? And we got the ever-posable God Gundam. The Trollo. Yes. And the new one I just built, Blazing Gundam, which is based off of it, so why not? But yeah. Saw one of those at the hobby shop and I was sorely tempted. Which one? Yeah, this thing. This thing is so freaking fantastic. So, what? Five minutes. Yeah, but this thing... the blazing build is really nice. Got alternate foot. It was a quick, it was a quick build for me. I built it overnight, just because I couldn't sleep. Not the best dance party, but... I'll have to make up for that and do something better. But as far as the foot goes... Swappable foot, since it doesn't do the shining finger. It does, I guess, the shining kick. But it was actually a really good build. Went really quick. Not the best posability with the arms because it's only a single joint. But it's got that gimmick. You had two ways of building the face, either with the luchador mask or not. Got the arm gimmicks there. and some extra thrusters back here in that gimmick. And then a claw foot. But to do that, side armor likes to fall off. Swap the ankle armor. To the normal foot. Because I did it with a poly cap and a peg for the ankle. Which isn't bad. Because we got the typical ball joint down here in the foot. But it was not a bad build. I definitely like the bean tonfa. Okay, so I've got a plan for a proper dance party. Next game I play will be blindfolded for 5 minutes. And let me see, I've also got a 12-hour stream to plot out for June sometime. All because y'all crazy chaotic people helping out with the St. Jude stuff. Thank you. Getting back into Tiltify. And I guess let's raise this goal. Let's see how much we can do that. But let me see. Incentives, milestones. Got a community game night to do. Chat need to do a new emotes, 12-hour stream. And if we hit 400 bucks, the milestone there is chat picks my next kit. No limitations on what kit it is. And I build it on stream and do a giveaway with it. But Blazing Gundam was good. But yeah, if you get a chance to pick up the Real Grade God Gundam, definitely do it. This thing is just worth it. The only thing I do not like is this neck joint. You have to tighten it up some. Either with a little bit of glue around one of the pegs or something. Because otherwise this thing will flop way too easy and be open. Gives it the extra articulation, but sometimes it gets a little loose. But other than that, this kit is freaking perfect. Blazing Gundam needs a little bit more articulation, especially since it's supposed to be based off this and The Shining. Where it can't even do its cover pose all that well. And that is loose. Because it's supposed to be doing that flying side kick. And that takes just a little bit of work. But definitely thank you for the donations to St. Jude. Definitely freaking fantastic. Freaking fantastic. Oh. Oh. No, there they are. It's like we lost the fingers. Okay, might be a little bit of a bark here. Oh, no, they actually behaved. The missing major was coming out of his room, and typically Ulrich there likes to bark him every time. Okay, let me see if I can get this thing back in its pose. So that way we can go ahead and start our... It lives. Somewhat, mostly. Okay, there we go. Put the shining foot back on. Yep, for now. Stick the peg up its butt. Post ahead. And there we go. But yeah, I had an insomnia night and I sat down and I did this all in one sitting. While the corrective painting on the black is not the best, I can always go back and fix that. Because color correcting painting here, the sides of the foot, the sides of the ankle armor, and right there. They are posable. They are posable. Each one of these, especially this one, has... There we go. Let me see if I can get a good view of the joints there. Yeah, they are made to be... And this particular kit has all kinds of articulation with the ab crunches, back bends, the hips swing. All Gunpla is like this, to one extent or another. This is a real grade kit, so it's a little bit more complicated. This one's a high grade, same scale, 144 scale, but this one is cheaper on the price, but has less parts in it. It'll have things like a single jointed elbow instead of double, so that it can only bend 90 degrees instead of being able to scratch its own nose. So each one's a little bit different, but they were all made to be posable. And it's a nice, it's an enjoyable hobby. There is a channel on YouTube that I know has been around for a couple years and I've just recently discovered, is the Plamo Therapist. The person that runs it is a professional mental health worker or therapist who goes through the benefits of model making and on mental health to help with different things. Okay. I'm not addicted either. I can quit anytime, I just don't want to. Where's my box? Alright, appreciate the lurk, Doc. You take care of yourself. Yep, refocus on... I will do the best I can for the kiddos. Yeah. I need to get an organizer or something. This is my box of... Oh, hold on. They don't bark him when he comes out of his room, but they'll bark him when he goes to leave. But this is all the extra weapons and hands for the kits I got on display, so I can go through and swap them out. But I need a better way of organizing these, because here's an aerial backpack, here's the hyper bazooka for the Hainu, here's the Zaku sniper rifle. Beam shield for crossbones, numerous sabers and stuff. Sooner or later I'll figure out a good system for that, because I got a separate box for, you know, spare bits and bobs that aren't used in a kit that you can either use to help repair things, or to kit bash, where you take one kit and multiple and other parts, and you turn one kit into something custom. Ulrich, good boy. Because I've seen all kinds of different things. People, you know, taking parts from one kit, using them on another, taking two kits and just completely changing things over, or 3D printed parts is a big thing, along with custom paint jobs, completely changing the paint scheme of something. There's a lot of creative people out there, and it's freaking fantastic. I love seeing it. Okay, so let me get this back into pose, because this particular kit is from... Yeah. Oops. That loosened up a little bit over time. The good and bad about a kit being so articulate is, if you play with it a lot like I do, make sure the joints stay seated. Hi there, Aisha. You just missed one of the rewards that somehow I gotta figure out how to do, is a 5-minute dance party. I blame Doc. Doc redeemed the scratch off. Yeah. You're gonna enjoy that way too much. But this particular kit, the reason why I like it so much is the mecha is from a very campy version of Gundam, G Gundam. But they're martial art tournaments and stuff like that, so this thing poses just like a martial artist. I can get it into standing high kicks, have it support itself. I can make it do the splits to support itself. But for now, there's so many points of articulation on it. If you hear notifications, it's my phone. I'm keeping track of some work things. Alright, so Gundam 00 Command Quanta. And this one's going to be nice too, because it's going to have plenty of spares. Let's see. If I can angle this just a bit. Because it's got all the runners on there. And all the X-Dot parts are not used for this build. So that's going to be nice. Are you okay? First page, so it looks like I'm going to be doing the body and head, and I can flip over. So I try to keep everything organized where I keep 2 pages up at a time. But yeah, Aisha, broke another milestone. I had to raise the goal. I'm on my last stretch goal. Before I gotta think of others. Alright, so... run through the runners. Start with runner A. I have what? You have E? Oh, I've been doing great this season. Yeah, this is my second year doing it. A18. A18, here we go. And the community has just been freaking fantastic with donations and everything. I mean, all I did was get on camera and encourage people. They're the ones that are killing it. E1B, E1A, A43. So, while we clip these out, we don't clip them right next to the parts. Because typically if you clip them... Yeah, mobile... Because if you clip these right next to the part, there's a good chance that you'll stress the plastic and have a stress mark on it, which will mar it. Yeah, you can fix things, but typically you just want to clip away. Doesn't have to be as much as I do. And then clip again. Helps keep the stress marks. And see? No, this is B. Because how I got... Okay, well... Like I said, I've got Pizza Pug going on right now, but I did a thing. Hi. But one of the things I do is, with the desk I have, this is how I'm facing when I'm building. Yeah, uh-oh. I'm ugly. So I'm facing this way. The shelves, right here. If you see this cubby here, has all the runners. So, I work this way. I just reach over, grab my runners, and bring them back on camera and into my workspace. So that's how I typically do things. Because, you know, I don't have too much desk here. It's really easy to get swamped up, especially with a whole bunch of runners. So I've got the shelves there that kind of help out quite a bit. C118, 18. And one of the best investments I made doing kits is the single blade cutter. Only one of these is sharp. The other one's flat. So instead of pinching, they cut it off the runner. One side, it stays like that, and it just slides and cuts it. Makes for a much cleaner cut. And they're not too expensive. So E1 and E2 is next. Now you don't want to do it on anything extra thick because obviously this blade right here is just a little bit thinner than the typical heavy duty nipper. So if a part's on a heavy runner or I got some heavy plastic to cut, I'll use this because it's a lot tougher. And then for the cleaner cuts, I got my single bladed nipper, which is nice. Okay, E113. Oh no, I got a B part to get. I skipped the runner. U112. But I like to go through and cut out all the parts needed for a particular step. So I'll cut out all these parts here. Then I'll clean them up. We'll assemble and panel line and everything like that. Hey, main motor. Oh yes, they are some sexy transformers. Very. How you doing, man? Another fantastic content creator right there. Yeah, especially his YouTube karaoke. I think you did a fantastic job with that little chibi gun tank that you did. Everything except for the polycaps. B19, which is right here. Do these things enough times, you start getting used to recognizing shapes on the runners and everything else. So now that since I've cut them off, I've left some of the nub here, or more than some. You don't need to leave that much on it. Now taking the single edge nippers or even the second cut of the other ones, that's when I will cut off and finish that off, which will, especially on the darker plastics, leaves a lot less of a stress mark on it. Makes it cleaner and gives you less to clean up, depending on how you want to build things. But nah, man, you totally deserve the fucking praise, man. Love being able to catch your streams. Really looking forward to when you're able to do your own music instead of just doing karaoke. Because you do things heavy enough that I enjoy it. I just had a strange noise from somewhere. don't know if I'm hearing things. But yeah, we have broken another goal for St. Jude, which is fantastic. Love y'all doing that. Much appreciated. I'm glad I was invited back to it too. I mean, St. Jude month snuck up on me fast. I had completely forgotten about it until I got the package in the mail for it. And I'm like, oh crap. So I reached out to some other content creators and figured, hey, let's tag team this. And then Riding the Waves and Ollie and Ashford decided, yeah, let's do this. Okay, so now I've got all the nubs off. Got them collected right there. And I've got a box off to the side that I will just collect those in. And now we got the little nub marks here, a little white spot that you see on the plastic. Different ways of taking care of that. Glass vial, if it's a flat surface. Sanding sponges of some super high grit will help. I use a hobby knife a lot because there's still some plastic there because you can feel it. So take the glass vial, do that, wipe it off, and then you can sometimes take your nail, especially on the darker plastics, and kind of work that stress mark away. Especially on the dark blue plastics and dark grays. But this one has to be a little different. But it might be the type of plastic it is. Okay, this one feels just a little bit different. So yeah, the stress mark's not going completely away, but it is completely flat now and a lot less prominent. If things would focus, I need to get a white sheet or something, so, or a manual focus. But compared to the others, and now for the other ones, I will take the hobby knife and carefully scrape that away. Then take my nail to it and the extra plastic and the stress mark that was right there is now gone. Because there was a white stress mark right there. Let's see if I can do some lighting like this, shall we? See if that works. So, techniques vary. Have different success depending on the plastic, but there we go. So you can see where that one still got a little bit of a nub mark on it, a little bit of a stress mark. And then the top of this shoulder that was right there at the tip of my finger is cleaned off. Whereas this side I haven't cleaned off yet. And there's some bits of plastic right there. But this is also the part of the building that is where you get a chance to just zone out and just work on things. And let your mind just recharge. Or sit and chill with chat. Or whatever. And now that that part's cleaned, I put it there. Here's the next one. It's not the most exciting thing to watch, especially live. But it does make for a good setup for just chilling. And 1 second. Checking something right real quick. Because there has been a new wave of bots that have come out recently. Yep, not that. Get rid of one. Most of them are benign, just sitting freaking user list. Collecting data for whatever reasons, just because, well, everything collects data nowadays. But some are there to try to divert users who might be checking the list to their own channel, and are kind of cheating the ad view thing with them. Or take it to other types of content that people really don't want to deal with. And then there are some that are collecting data for, you know, follow bot raids or hate raids or something like that. But there are also a few like commander routes and whatnot that are good bots to have around, because they're collecting data on the bad bots, and they use a curated list that you can run commands on to help get rid of some. I scuffed my camera a little bit. I'm gonna, because the light's attached to the same mount as the camera. And the birds. I think now they're just doing it to listen to themselves. Mark back here. Welcome back, welcome back. Working on the torso. got everything nipped out, and now I'm going through cleaning them. Yeah, this is the part they can really zone out on. Okay, you're good. Green, dark gray. But yeah, I've been really looking forward to building this since I got it in. I'm just waiting for getting around to it because I have a backlog. I think as someone put it, my backlog looks like some store shelves. And apparently the birds say hi, or they might be cussing, I don't know. We got Eyebrows and Wilson on the pet beds on pup cam. The other two are across the room on a cot. And I will also spend stream trying to figure out, what do I want for dinner? Any of y'all have anything in mind for your dinners? Because food is important. You kind of need it to keep functioning and all that stuff. Granted, I did have a snack earlier of some Triscuits. I will butcher the pronunciation. Tzatziki sauce, Triscuits. The cucumber sauce, the Greek, the Mediterranean cucumber sauce that is used on gyros, or gyros to some people. Triscuit makes a fantastic cracker with that. That is so freaking full of flavor. Yes, I enjoy my foods. But you pair that, I paired that with some Gouda cheese and some pepperonis. Just to get some carbs, some fats, and some protein in me. You know, something for the B vitamins to burn and turn into energy. But yeah, what for dinner? Because I will have that between the end of my stream and the start of Wave stream, because I will be writing the waves in Final Fantasy 14 for variant dungeons later. There we go. Got those stress marks taken care of. So now assembly. Need some polycaps. Polycap 4s. Of course, I remember when these used to be lettered instead of numbered. And you can still find some old kits where the polycaps are numbered. A through Z. Or lettered, numbered words. Something. Polycap 6. And these ones I'll do a single nip off because it really don't matter with the polycaps. Polycap 2. Instead of doing a double nip. Because these are polyethylene based. They pretty much act like cartilage in the high grade kits for joints. A lot more expensive kits will just have plastic on plastic, and the high grades will have polycaps. Except for the newer Witch from Mercury kits, they have plastic on plastic. So we got 13. B. Alright, so anything on here that is going to be hidden that I might want to go ahead and, yeah. So here's what I'll also do is, depending on the parts in the kit, because I don't plan on painting this one. I did wash the runners. Just some simple detergent and a little bit of vinegar, and dry them to get the release grease off of them. From the molding process. So since I don't plan on painting this kit, I will go ahead and panel line as I build. Sometimes I will panel line like I'm doing now before the assembly, because it all depends on if the part's going to have some pain in the ass, hard to reach places to get to later. But doing the simple panel lining here brings out a lot of detail and depth. Now, a lot of this might not even be seen. I will find out as I go. And that was... Okay, one second. One second. I need to reply to this text. Okay. I'm going to be still waiting for a reply on this one, but no. No. Got some things going on. Some of you already know what's going on with some family issues. Some family medical issues. So, just got an update on some of that. Welcome back, Alien. Working on the chest piece. Doing some basic Gunpla tutorials as I go along for anybody that might be lurking that's new to it or might be considering getting into the fantastic hobby. We are totally not a cult. At all. Okay, now you are not wanting... Maybe if I do it this way. These two pegs on the back of this part here are not wanting to line up too well there. So maybe if I stick it in there first. There we go. So, doesn't look bad. There's a lot of little detail on this piece though that definitely can use some of this. Because I mean, while snap building is perfectly fine and valid. I used to do it for the longest time, where you just open it up, cut the pieces off the runners, and just snap it together, and there you go. And I know plenty of people that do that, and there's nothing wrong with it. I like to do various things to either bring out details or do a custom on it, which I am excited for something. Apparently somebody likes my work enough that they have asked me to do them a custom build. So I guess I got my first commission. So that's going to be an experience. So I will be doing a custom build of the Origin Gramps. Custom paint scheme for them and everything. That's the backpack space. It's not going to be seen, but I'm going to go ahead and panel line it anyways. And bring out some of these other details here. And I've got different panel liner markers for different things. I've got the blue barreled original oil-based panel liners. I've also got the black barreled panel liner pens, which are different, which work better with acrylic painted surfaces. And I've also got some of the liquid pour type. But I tend to use these ones the most. Each one's nice and good for different things. Like, you never want to use these particular pens for painted surfaces, because they'll eat right through it and you gotta redo your paints. But if you're not painting anything of the parts, then this one right here works just nice, because it's got a nice fine point to it, so you can get into a lot of nooks and crannies. And then as you go, if you don't like what you do, it rubs off just as easy. At least until it's got time to dry and cure. So, looking. Like I said, building panel line as you go. I might end up panel lining things that might never be seen, but I know it's done. And you can panel line as much or as little as you like on a kit, because when you make Gunpla, generally you make it for yourself. So do what makes you happy. So now, what used to be just solid green, now I've got all these panel lines and brought out a lot of these details. Instead of everything being all flat. Get out there. So that's the reason for panel lining. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I do like the color scheme of this one. Epion will always be my favorite. And yeah, okay, there we go. Oh, me too. Me too. I already got it pre-ordered. I'm just waiting for it to ship. I do have a master grade Epion that I need to get myself working on again. Because that one's actually going to be a homage to me just starting, you know, callback to my very first custom kit from the old high grade wing kits from, what was that, the late 90s? Where I did such a horrible job painting it. But I was so proud of that. So I've got the master grade that I'm going to do up. For it. Yeah. I think we all have. Because, I mean, this is all a growing experience with each new kit. I mean, I used to sit on the floor in the barracks and with fingernail clippers and snap build them that way. So we all start somewhere. It's all an experience. I'm not a big fan of that though. Okay, when you build yours, the nub marks on these yellow pieces is right there. So take some extra caution and care on these yellow pieces to clean up the nub marks, because otherwise it's going to be staring right at you. They couldn't have done the nub marks off to the side or anything like that. It's going to be right there in your face. So the nub marks on these yellow pieces are right there at the tips of my thumbs. That I'm not a big fan of. They could have done better with that. Put the neck joint in. And polycap on the waist section. Which, that is the front. And let's go ahead and get some panel lining done on it. So yeah, not a huge fan of where the nub marks are on the chest, the yellow pieces. They could have put them off to the side, but no. That's a nasty mold line right there. It makes me tempted to get another one of these kits and then do more than just a snap build with it. Put you in place. There we go. We have a torso. There. And now we got the head to work on. C2, C1, E1, E1, 2, C. So it looks like everything is in C and E. C116. C17. What is this made out of? This is softer plastic. Not saying. Oh, polystyrene. That's very soft. Which, for most people, the type of plastic it is doesn't really matter so much. Only really comes into play for those that do painting or any sort of custom work, because different plastics react different ways to different paints, different types of paints and whatnot. Here I am clipping nubs at a more reasonable spot, which is fairly close. Like, where you don't see as much hanging off there, not as much to clean off. But if you do a double nip, it doesn't really matter how much is still there. But it all reduces the stress on the plastic. 14, 15. Yeah, that should be everything. Yeah, unless it's American Express. But I have been to places where they don't even accept American Express. Oh, okay, yeah, there's the stickers. So I'll be using the eye stickers. Nope, that's the fade. as well go on this one. Yeah, I'll probably use the eye stickers. It's one of the few stickers I don't mind using. If you're talking about American Express, I think they like a lot of things. Still need to figure out food. Any ideas for food? I mean, yeah, I had some cheese and crackers with some pepperonis on it a little bit ago, but... I really don't want to get on the bad side of the Italian mamas that I know. I haven't done Zaxby's in a while. They've been kind of hit or miss, especially the local one here. Really? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a welcoming party. It'll be something. Ranch and pineapple pizza with anchovies, really? No. Probably get killed over it. Something like that. Well, I don't mind pineapple on pizza, if done right. I don't mind anchovies on pizza. But ranch, no. And definitely not all three of those together. That's just a whole bunch of nope. Mm-hmm. It's like, why? Why? No. What was it I saw the other day? Pre-packaged ketchup and ranch mixed. Like Cranch or something like that. You're not wrong. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, why? Like, who mixes their ranch and ketchup? And what's wrong with y'all? Like, did you not get any of the love growing up? That is a horrible nub mark placement right there on the back of the head. Oh yeah, definitely. Ketchup and ranch. Mixed. Like, why? Why? It just ain't right. That is a horrible placement for a nub mark. Yeah, I know it's a high grade. I know it's a Build Fighters line, but dang it. There. That's about the best I can do with that one without doing a paint. But I do know a lot of the Gundam sites, all the Gunpla sites, are doing sales this weekend, so I'm going to try hitting those up after I get the money from the person that wants to commission. See if I can get their kit on sale. That microphone is being extra sensitive if it's picking up the little clicks of me putting tools down. Oh, settings probably got screwed up again with an update, I'm sure. Because I had to change the properties because it unlinked my microphone in OBS. Which I didn't realize until I tried to talk. But I only messed it up in OBS, did not mess it up in Discord. Because the pug lit up, but my microphone on the audio mixer was dead. So I'm wondering if I need to mess with some filters again on the microphone in OBS. Because typically I can get it where it doesn't pick up the ambient sounds or the birds when they get riled up, or the dogs, mostly. Sometimes the dogs just have to zoom me so dang much that it don't matter. You just gotta mute the microphone. Otherwise you're gonna hear freaking train wrecks. Okay, so I can read those words. I know what each word means by themselves. But the whole Snapchat streak thing, it's just kind of like, what? I'm aware Snapchat is a social media app, I think. Wilson, you couldn't lay another way. Wilson is proud of himself. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. I mean, he sleeps like that typically anyways, but he could at least frame it a little bit better. Okay, that can wait, that can wait. I need you and you. Okay. Come on. There we go. Let's clean out notifications. If you're talking about Snapchat, I have no idea. I mean, if you ever get around to talking to the missing major, maybe he knows. Well, if the missing major ever answers his phone. You can probably ask him. So, since I'm going to use ID cows. Yeah, quarterly call topic. I'm going to shave these down a little bit so the sticker stays put and adheres better. Instead of trying to get a flat sticker on multi-curved surfaces. Yeah, I could see he left a little bit ago early. He's working shift tonight, but he went to go get a haircut. Of course, the dogs didn't bark him when he first came out. They decided to bark him when he was leaving. And I keep dropping my piece. So what I am doing is I'm shaving down the eye bumps of the visor because I'll be using a flat sticker. So maybe we can get Ulrich to stop barking whenever somebody comes out of the freaking bedroom as much. He's supposed to bark when somebody's trying to break into the house. Not if they're already here, they're kind of late on that. Trying to move pup cam so it's not breaking Twitch TOS as much. Friggin' Wilson's dead set on getting my channel banned. Oh, he was belly up, being very prideful of himself, showing everything. Oh, I have no idea. I doubt it is, but I want to joke about it anyways. Plus this Twitch, you never know. Twitch is really nothing but 3 raccoons in a trench coat pretending they know what they're doing. That. So let me go ahead and Probably should use brown for that, but too late. Very true, very true, very true. I gotta remember some communities are vastly different on their meanings of things. This has a little bit more chewed up, but yeah, he came up with recently in another topic too. Oh, talking about Wilson letting himself out of the cage when he doesn't like somebody. His kennel is a suggestion only. Okay, I see that hydrates. Thank you very much. I will get it as soon as I get these eye stickers on. Now, these have been very nice angle tweezers as well. They came in a monthly pack from USA Gundam Store. Okay. Hydrate. Which I definitely appreciate the hydrate. Sometimes it's easy to lose track of things. Bonk. That probably needs that, dang it. Okay, let's do something different with that. Alright, let's slide that down some. It's very easy to do, man. This wants me to use sticker number 2 as a back camera. That is a very metallic yellow. I could use that instead. The fluorescent green. Well, it's not going to be yellow. I mean, for a camera. Because this is just Gundam Yellow here. Metallic gold, which is not good for a camera. Fluorescent green. GM09. It's supposed to be eye green. Or fluorescent green.
General Kenobi!
Well, at least the sound alerts are working. And that one echoed. Alright, now you're just having fun with the sound alerts. Trying to spend some of those points. Which I had to... God damn. I had to change up the sound alerts. I had to get rid of a few because I got silent. I got my stream muted for one of them. Okay, this is supposed to go on the back of this one. Yeah, definitely rip. So the camera is there. I guess let me see how the... Typically not a huge fan of stickers. Put your butt in there, dang it. Now for the toothpick, so I don't mark it up. And I guess this wouldn't look too bad, as long as it stays stuck in there. Using the toothpick. Nope, I just drug it out. Yeah, that's exactly what it did, the Rickroll. My stream got silenced for 3 minutes because of a Rickroll. Which is honestly ridiculous. It's not like the entire song is playing or anything's being ripped off from there. But it's also the same thing of, you know, you get silenced for in-game music if you're streaming a game. Because I know Missing Major got a straight up DCMA strike for playing the in-game music of GTA. I got muted for Fallout 76 music. A Frank Sinatra song. So, yes, while I understand, you know, giving artists their due, and the whole freaking licensing nightmares and all that crap. I mean, really, with the content creators, unless they're actually, you know, doing concerts with the crap, if you're playing a game and that's part of the music in the game, why punish the content creator? Especially if they're bringing attention to said game. Yeah, so there are some things that are just like, why? Yeah. I mean, I can see actual Rose going after people for it because it's actual Rose. It. There we go. Get that part panel lined. Now for all this bits. The V-fin, which was kind of nice. Whatever this assembly is. I don't know if it's supposed to be cameras or cannons. Should I put some metallic in the center or make it black? The head crest. Okay, the panel lining I did earlier on the red part doesn't even show through. So now we got a head. And a little head. Even a little head should be enjoyable. What you up to, Gene? Got the old man on the move. Alright. Let's get this. There we go. And what you doing, Gene? Let me BRB. He's on the move, so let me take him outside. So I shall return. see I have disturbed the pups so much. Oh, they changed places. Yeah, I still got Wilson there snoozing on the left-hand side, and then that black and white cow is the derp Sinjin. But alright, so we got head and torso. I gotta figure out how I'm painting these, or detailing the head crest here, because I don't know if there's supposed to be weapons, or cameras, or focus. There we go. Yeah, so that part there, the head crest, I don't know if that's supposed to be weapons or cameras. I'm guessing cameras. Or sensors of some sort. But that'll definitely change how I detail them. So. Alright, so let's... Now onto the arms. Okay, so it looks like the joints will have the metallic stickers under clear parts, which is nice. Oh, well, metallic stickers under. Not completely clear. I wonder how that would look. Guys, could just paint the backside of these silver. I guess we'll find out. Okay, 2. Eight. Eight, 9. And A27. Now for B. And 14, 15. So 14, 15. B13. Looks like E1 next. E1 6. And 10. Shoulder armor. Got some nice details to it. And I like the green. And then polycaps. 11, 10, 5. There's there. Missed an A piece. I have to go back and cut that. PC1. Move that a little bit. And there we go. So, get the piece I missed. There's my polycaps. Get them a little bit out of the way. And start cleaning the parts. Which, yeah, I know it's so very exciting. But hey, it is Friday. It's a holiday weekend, at least for the States. So I hope everybody is staying safe out there and taking care of yourselves. Except for Gorilla. Gorilla's going to do what Gorilla does. Definitely nice having a nice chill stream right now. Not so chaotic. But I will probably go... Let me see, it's 5:35 local. Oh, those state troopers need to have somebody to pick on, right? Because I've got a thing going on at 7:30ish. Which I probably should get food prior to that. Otherwise I might get yelled at. There's all the parts for the right arm. Clean up my area. Be 1415, let's poly cap. Okay, interesting way of doing that joint. Oh, no, I just clipped them. I never cleaned them. Duh. I skipped a step. Holy crap. Alright, that is going to get cleaned up as is. And I guess I didn't do too bad for a double nip. But I didn't finish cleaning up the nub marks. I got ahead of myself. Which happens. And wait for Aisha to give me more information. When's the last time? That was an hour ago. But we'll probably get this right arm done. And then I will probably call it there. At least for the moment, because I need a chance to get some food. It is 5:40 now. I've got a thing in Final Fantasy 14 at 7:30. And I know if I don't get some food prior to that, I know an Italian is going to yell at me. So we'll finish up this right arm. And we will see what is up. If there's anybody to go to. But this hasn't been a bad build so far. A couple of spots where like, I'm still not crazy where they put the nub marks on the yellow bits of the chest piece. Oh, hey, raid. No sweets. Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Holy crap. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in, Raiders. I definitely appreciate you coming in. Let me make sure one resource is off. Alright, cool. And do that. So, welcome in, welcome in. I guess I can go ahead and hit this real quick. I'm Einar. Sometimes I'm a VTuber, sometimes I am doing this now. Welcome in. Currently we are working on a gunpla. Doing that while also raising money for St. Jude. Kind of do a little bit of this and that, cause some chaos in some streams, stuff like and whatnot. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Definitely appreciate the raid. Was not expecting that, so yeah, it's always great. Always great. So how you doing, Nuts? And let me go ahead and swap back over. Doing good. What was that you were doing? The House of Da Vinci 2. Fantastic, great. I'm glad to hear that. I'm not even... So the House of Da Vinci 2. Oh, puzzle game, okay. I'll have to check that out then. Because puzzle games can be fun. Yeah, there's 3 versions. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I don't have any fancy raid video, but here's what we're currently working on. I've got the head and body done. Working on the right arm. So far we have raised a good bit of money for St. Jude, which is freaking fantastic, because that campaign ends the 31st. And I know St. Jude itself, for Play Live this year, has raised almost $2 million in charity. I think 1.8 was the last one I saw for an update. So we try to have the fun and cheeky shenanigans around here, not the hateful and mean ones. But welcome in to the Chaos Brigade and what we do around here. So currently cleaning up some parts. I just nipped off what is needed for this section. Going through and cleaning things up, which can be a little therapeutic. But I am glad your stream went well. Make sure that you're doing the whole self-care thing. If you need to get up, move around, get some food, get some water, hydrate, whatever you need to do, be sure to do that, please. And definitely appreciate you bringing your community over here. I will try not to scare them too much. You're very welcome. I definitely appreciate you coming over here. I think when I'm working on this scene, I'm going to try to find a little Gundam suit or something to put my pug in. Might ask around, try to get some custom art done or something. Because the pug is definitely the channel mascot. Because pugs are chaos. Simple as that. And yeah, my microphone settings are scuffed. Because it's picking up things that it really shouldn't. So I'm going to have to check that out after stream. Which I'm wondering if it's through OBS, since I had to change and correct the properties on that. Yeah, because OBS did have an update since the last time I used it, and came back and it changed things around. But if there isn't anything wrong, is it really a real stream? Because you can't be a pro streamer without some sort of technical issues cropping up, right? Okay, this nub mark is just being a little difficult. Let's see if I can get it with this one. Sometimes I wonder and question Bandai's placement of things when they're making these kits. Because I understand when they're designing these model kits that they need to keep in mind, you know, plastic flow and all that in the molds. But there are just some spots that they just really... Because I'm still flabbergasted on this one. Because they put the nub right there in the very front. But nothing on the side. Like, the plastic flow could have came from over here into the mold part instead of there. So when you're building this one, you got to be really careful with the nub mark, otherwise it's going to be staring at you. Or it's going to be the Gundam version of George Clooney's bat nipples. Overall, not too bad on just doing a double nip. Not too much cleaning to do on these parts right now. Overall, the plastic seems to be good enough. Let me see, going on 6. So what kind of food is everybody going to be having tonight? Or had, depending on what time zone you're in. Someone mentioned Zaxby's earlier, which is a chicken place. Which, not a bad idea. It's been a while since I've had Zaxby's. But I will either have to run out and grid it. Which, if I do that, I gotta wait till Aisha's home. Or I gotta DoorDash it and take the chance. So yeah, that's gonna be the tough question right now. And almost done with these parts. I've got 3 left. Since I'm using the hobby knife, I can go a little bit quicker as long as I'm careful. Because using the hobby knife to clean off these nub marks, if you're not careful, you can definitely dig off too much of the plastic and gouge it and leave divots and everything else. Because it's really easy to get out of hand with the hobby knife. Especially if it's a new blade, which this one is not. But it's still got some sharp spots to it. So, almost. Check down here. Do that, take a fingernail to it, kind of helps rub away the stress marks of most plastics, at least most of the plastics that Gunpla uses. And I don't think there's going to be much in the way I can do with these ones. Make sure everything's flat as... And I got a phone call, hold on. Okay, okay, dog's being kind of funny. With that, I think I need to go ahead and going to raid out. Going to go ahead and wrap up. Got some things that I need to get done real quick and being picked up for. And I have an idea of who I want to. I appreciate that. Thank you all for stopping by. You're fantastic. Definitely appreciate it, especially anybody, those that were able to donate. Thank you. Still got a couple more days left of St. Jude Play Live. So, yeah, we will see if we can get that bar raised just a little bit more before the end of the month. So, definitely thank y'all very much. I definitely appreciate it, and I'm still getting used to the whole face camera thing. So, I'm all over the place, because typically I'm looking at all my screens, and this is my first time showing this ugly mug. So, apparently I didn't scare people off too much. Too much. Anyways. So, where is the things that I am looking for? Buttons have moved around. Okay, so let's find a target. Alright, I've got a target. So, thank you all very much. I definitely appreciate it. We are going to raid make sure I don't screw up the name. Otaku Dan, who is a fantastic content creator, currently playing Genshin Impact, but definitely worth the love and support there. In the meantime, there are the emotes, the top one for anybody that is subscribed. Since I don't have follower emotes yet, anybody else can use the bottom one. So let's go and get this raid started. And just in case Twitch is being twitchy, I'm going to give them a shout out. So there is a link to where we are going. So thank you all very much. I definitely appreciate it. I will be back on Riding the Waves channel around 7:30, doing some Final Fantasy 14 variant dungeons, I believe. You definitely show some support as you can. Thank you all very much. You are fantastic. But I'll be over at Riding the Waves, which apparently has changed emotes. But anyways, thank you all very much. Definitely appreciate y'all. You have a good one, and until next time, be good to each other.